Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Tuesday, August the 5th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local share market is set for a strong start with ASX futures up 1%. Global stocks rallied overnight, boosted by the prospect of lower interest rates. On Wall Street, the major indices saw their biggest gains in more than 2 months, following the previous session's heavy sell-off, prompted by a weaker than expected jobs data in the US. Nvidia and Meta were the biggest boosts for the broader market, along with Alphabet and Netflix. Tesla shares rose after the EV maker granted Chief Executive Elon Musk 96 million shares worth at about $29 billion. Spotify gained as the music streaming platform announced plans to raise the monthly price of its premium individual subscription in select markets from September. Joby Aviation shares soared after the company said it will acquire helicopter ride-sharing company Blade Air Mobility's passenger business for up to $125 million. Blade shares rising more than 17%. And Class A shares of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway fell, following a $3.8 billion write-down and a dip in quarterly operating profit. They reported a 4% decline in quarterly profit as insurance underwriting premiums fell. Palantir Technologies raised its annual revenue forecast for the second time this year, expecting a robust demand for its AI-linked services from businesses and governments, sending its shares up in extended trade. And Swiss luxury watchmaker shares, including Richemont and Swatch, fell in the wake of the 39% US tariff imposed on Swiss exports. Well, President Trump has warned he will substantially raise tariffs on goods from India because it continues to purchase Russian oil, while India has said it will take measures to safeguard its interests and called its targeting by the US president unjustified. And Switzerland has said it's ready to make a more attractive offer in trade talks with Washington, following a crisis meeting aimed at averting a 39% US import tariff on its exports. In the latest US data, factory orders in June fell 4.8%, as forecast, with durable goods orders down 9.4%. Meanwhile, San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly has said evidence of a softening US jobs market and no signs of persistent tariff-driven inflation means the time is nearing for interest rate cuts, saying, "I was willing to wait another cycle, but I can't wait forever." Well, US Treasury yields are slightly lower in choppy trading, the 10-year at 4.2%, the 2-year close to 3.69%. And the US dollar has recovered slightly, rising 0.5% against the Swiss franc. The Aussie dollar is trading at 64.7 US cents. And Bitcoin is lower. It's trading at around 115,000 US dollars. Oil prices have fallen to their lowest levels in a week after OPEC Plus agreed to another large output increase in September, adding to oversupply concerns after US data showed lackluster fuel demand. Brent crude futures down around 1.5% at $68 a barrel. Copper rose more than 0.5%. Iron ore up a similar amount to $100 a tonne, and gold rose for a third straight session after last week's US jobs data fueled expectations of interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve. Spot gold up around 0.5% to $3,372 an ounce. On the data docket locally today, we get the monthly household spending indicator for June, as well as ANZ job ads for July. On the earnings front, a quiet day with Credit Corp reporting. That is your day ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.